I need love, you need love. Give me love, and I'll give you my love.
Whiteness, like when someone is white,
kind of that unspoken, I guess you could say, barrier
having privilege.
The standard by which everything else is judged by.
between people that have quote-unquote ethnicity and people that don't.
Being able to do whatever you want, like whenever you want, and sort of having authority in the places that you go.
It's something that, you have this one standard and then everything else is something other, basically. So it's kind of the contrast to otherness is kind of how I would see it.
Its idea of the hermeneutical gaze, it is the way in which reality is viewed. It's a lens by which we view reality. It's not reality per se, it's how we view it. There's a line by a woman named Monique, and she says, we see the world not as it is, but rather as we are. And so in a sense, we inhabit the world of whiteness, where that becomes the normative discourse.
Whiteness refers to a hidden identity and social construct that privileges whites as the ideal or perfect racial and ethnic group. The diversity on University of Portland's campus is made up of roughly 66% Caucasian students, with the next highest percentage being 11% Asian or Pacific Islander students.
again, I haven't really experienced it. I mean, I'm Asian, so I don't know, but I think that here we definitely embrace different cultures.
In terms of being a Catholic private university, we're pretty progressive. That said, I think that there's a lot more that we could do.
I think you can definitely see that reflected in the population, both of the faculty and the students.
I talked to a student at UP. She said, Dr. Sanchez or something, she said, you're one of the first ethnic minority professors that I've had in my experience here. And I remember thinking, oh, that's unusual.
It's interesting to walk around campus and to notice more people that have quote-unquote ethnicities, because white is such a norm, especially on the University of Portland campus.
There definitely is this is the people that fit in and belong, and then this is the other, and they have to either try to adapt to that or keep themselves completely separate from it and develop their own unique climate that isn't really a part of the overarching UP campus.
I know students that can go, let's say, through the economics school or whatever, and not study a third world perspective at all.
If there is a problem with people of different ethnicities or nationalities not being able to openly practice their culture, then it'd probably be because of like the whiteness pressure, or maybe it's not even because of whiteness, maybe it's all about the individual.
Just kind of see it in the way that people interact with others and their sense of awareness of what they're doing or what they're saying, and not being aware of what it really means.
We've had incidences where kids were culturally insensitive to minority perspectives. So to me, it's more like when I bring up perspectives that people haven't seen, then that's the example I see of whiteness.
All those different cultural clubs that pretty much show campus what they have to offer from their culture.
Trying to find new ways to celebrate the differences in all of us, and going past just what we look like on the outside, like really celebrating our cultures and where we come from.
Bringing to like those who are most affected by it and allowing them to share or speak up and say, hey, I've noticed this.
Maybe having some sort of night where we recognize the differences in whiteness.
When we talk about us becoming one or us coming together, if you start with the idea of whiteness, then the only way we're going to get together, and it's kind of similar, is to say everyone's got to become white. We got to seek not so much to be one, but as to be many, and to love in those many ways.